Hello,
Good
hello
evening.
everyone.
Hello, Fox.
Hello. Welcome to the Anime Amigos. The last.
Calvin, what is with the location change?
Well, I'll explain that in a minute. I will. For the record, it's the last one of the year. So.
And the last one of the decade.
And the last one of the decade.
Oh, man.
So from all of us, happy holidays.
Merry
Holidays.
Christmas.
I just like saying that because it pisses off right-wing people. Yes, I set the bait at me. Introducing ourselves once again, if it's your first time, I'm Calvin Atkinson. I'm the Pokemon Punk.
I'm Reese, the Gundam Guru.
I'm Ren, the JoJo Genius.
I'm Elliot, the Vanguard Vagrant, and once again, welcome to the Anime Amigos, where we have famous reviews of anime such as eggs, bread, laxatives, second-hand copy of Ghostbusters 2 of each. Actually, wait, there's probably the wrong list.
No, I'm pretty sure that's the right list.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
It's a hell of a Friday night with laxatives.
Wow. Okay, that's amazing. Okay, so word of warning before we get into things. You might have noticed the change of location.
No.
Well, that's because our darling mascot Ripley was a bit ill and couldn't travel to our normal filming place.
She's upstairs at the minute.
So we decided to make sure that Elliot could stay in this vlog. We filmed round at his house.
Yeah, seriously, you guys are way too stubborn.
We are. But it's the last one we're doing this year and of the decade. We cannot do it as a quartet.
Yeah.
Not do it as a quartet. So I made sure to set up a situation where we could all be in the scenario. And of course, it's the best of fall 2019.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy.
A bit early because we've not seen the finales for the shows.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we can't do this at Christmas.
Yeah.
We got lives to live at Christmas. We're gonna get this done now.
Yes, and we have to praise the baby Jesus.
Save me, Jeebus!
Praise Jeebus.
And by that, we of course mean we have to praise Kermit the Frog in a Jesus suit.
Yes, absolutely.
The man who Bill Gates sounds like. Pleasure to be working with you. And here's someone who works better than Windows 8 is Windows 9. Yay! What's the So guys, let's get straight to the thoughts on the season since we've got a lot to cover today.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of the season as a whole?
Not as strong as last season.
But at the same, I say, hasn't really had any showstoppers, but hasn't had anything really that awful.
Oh, there's been plenty.
There's been quite a few high quality shows that definitely.
I think there's. Do you know what I thought?
But not like blowing up any of the others out of the water kind of thing.
Yeah, whereas it was like with some of there was like 3 or 4 top quality shows. This season was like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Would you say that? Do you know what it is?
It's still more than what Spring had.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you also think about it, I would say add Carol and Tuesday to that mix, and it actually makes up the numbers a bit more. So I actually think Spring, for the sheer quality of the titles, was probably the best.
Yeah.
But what's interesting I think about Fall for me is unlike last Fall, there was no real oh my god standout titles. Like there's nothing where I'm thinking, well, if this doesn't win today, I might consider it for a wild card. There's only about one thing I've really got down for that.
There's no Rascal Judge's Great Dream about going Bunny Ghost Empire. There's no That Atomic Reincarnation as a Slime. There's no Zombieland Saga.
There's no SSS Gridman.
Yeah.
Which again, another look at that was Fall last year, and again, you had Gridman, you had Slime, you had Bunny Senpai, and you had Zombieland Saga. Those were all amazing titles. There was nothing like. There was only really 1 or 2 things that was like that this year.
Yeah.
Actually, it'd be quite interesting if you had.
I think there are a few pretty good shows. At least an honorable mention.
Oh yeah, no, there's plenty I liked this. There was plenty I liked this season. It felt like we finally. It felt like Isekai was drawing 2 directions. It finally felt like we got back on track by making good Isekai again between two really good shows. Although we also had the occasional really crap Isekai, but
I have one to talk about.
We have something to talk about there with that one. But at the same time, there was nothing. I actually think we actually got a couple of examples of how you do Wise Man's Grandchild correctly.
Yes.
There was also quite a few titles where I just went, nah, I'm not feeling it. Like, okay, here's out. Was there anything that was getting really rave reviews that we weren't watching?
Sword Art Online.
I took the bullet for us on that one.
Yeah,
and I took a bullet on Twitter a bit with that one as well. I mean, have you guys seen the Twitter spat I've been in with SAO fans?
I've noticed. Like,
and most of them all have Kirito avatars. Have you noticed?
Yeah, I think really the best way to describe Sword Art Online is comparing it to Big Bang Theory. It's bland and it's boring, but it's still popular because people are idiots.
Actually, I'm going to have a talk about SAO in a later in a subject we're having, and I'm actually going to explain my point of why I think this season of SAO is not just bad. I think it's disappointing as well because it actually, I've really had a thought over it, and I actually think this could have been the best season of Sword Art Online, and it just isn't. I'm not joking. This could have been the best season.
Really?
And not just because Kirito was unconscious for most of it.
Exactly. But the point is, it's got the most. I'll get around to it when we get to that point. But that's kind of our thoughts on it. It was kind of like good, not great.
Yeah.
I don't think this was the best decade ender. This is not like this was a. And it's weird because we had some of the best. And also, do you know what was interesting when we were saying what our thoughts were at the end of the summer one? What we thought of summer going into fall. We all said we think the sequels are going to overshadow the originals, and we're going to be talking about nothing but the sequels. It seemed like the opposite happened. The sequels kind of faded into obscurity. In fact, a lot of them they got exposed by the fact that they were being they came out in seasons where they didn't have a lot of competition the first time, and then when they come out in a season where they do have a lot of competition, it doesn't quite work out. Like Grand Blue Fantasy was a prime example of that one. It did not work out so well when it was competing with My Hero Academia. Morse and Food Wars. Again, some of them did quite well, but let's get to it. Let's talk about the holdovers. So the things that we kept watching for the summer. I only watched 3 things from the summer.
I've only watched 2. I have not caught up on Fire Force yet.
Yeah, I've got 4.
I've been keeping up with Vinland Saga and I've just nearly caught up with Vinland Saga and with Dr. Stone. Yeah.
I watched Vinland Saga, Dr. Stone, and Fire Force as were my holdovers. And the holdovers, well, I actually think...
and then there's Reese, the only person who's still watching Black Clover.
Because it's amazing.
I need to catch up with it.
It's so good at the minute.
I will say, all 3 of those shows that I mentioned, though, I think all 3 of them improved from their first cause.
Oh, yeah. Radiant?
Yeah.
Really?
No,
sorry,
first cause.
Holdovers.
Not first seasons, the holdovers. I think all of those shows...
Yeah, I think at this point, Black Clover's so far in, I'm probably just better off.
Okay, Reese, we'll get your ones.
Yep. So 4th got Fire Force because that's been decent, but yeah. 3rd Dr. Stone, 2nd Black Clover, and 1st Vinland Saga.
Elliot?
Of my 2, it's surprising myself as well. Number 2 is Dr. Stone. Number 1 is Vinland Saga.
Yeah.
Vinland Saga has been...
It's been really damn good.
Yeah.
Absolutely great.
Vinland Saga's done a real wonder.
I'm echoing Elliot. So my number 2 is Dr. Stone again, which I didn't think was going to happen, but then Vinland Saga, Vinland Saga's got it.
See, funny for me, because I have at number 3 I've got Fire Force, then number 2 I've got Vinland Saga, then number 1 Dr. Stone.
Really?
Yeah, no, as much as I really like the second half of Vinland Saga, and I think Vinland Saga's been an amazing series, I think Dr. Stone's been just as amazing, if not more.
I'll be honest with Vinland Saga, if I was able to pick him as my best male, Canute would be my favourite male.
Yeah.
Because, good God, he has had a major character development.
Yeah, no, his arc's been excellent. I've really enjoyed everything about his arc. By the way, if you're having trouble with the noise levels, it's because we're doing this near a conservatory and it started raining. So
I used to say I bloody hate conservatories. This has really made my hatred.
They've been in government for too long. 9 whole years of conservatories. No longer.
By the time this one comes out, we're going to be voting, for God's sake.
We'll be voting.
God, yeah.
Tomorrow. Make sure you vote tactically.
Or today, if
today.
if I've ended up falling asleep from a lack of getting.
We're not going to say our political opinions because we do not want another flame war.
Yeah. Fuck the Tories, what? Who said that?
Apart from Calvin voting BNP.
Yeah. Brexit Party for Calvin.
I am not voting. I am I'm a Labour guy.
Calvin for Prime Minister. Make anime great again.
Make hentai great again.
Yeah. Hey, it never wasn't great.
Kill me now.
I'll have you know that hentai is remained of a consistently high quality.
Hey, even Samuel L. Jackson loves hentai.
He does.
I'll show you the interview later.
Yeah, in an interview, when he was asked, "Do you like anime?" he legit just went, "I love anime, hentai too."
Yeah.
Wow. How about? Okay, so here's the thing for you. Here's the thing I'm asking you, Elliot. Why did you? And by proxy, Reese actually. Why did you prefer Vinland Saga over Dr. Stone?
Well, I just feel like Dr. Stone didn't really improve too much on his first arc. I felt like with the first arc we were more exploring. We were exploring stuff and discovering new things. Meanwhile, with the second one, we were just kind of going through the same motions. Meanwhile, with Vinland Saga, that majorly expanded and improved within the second half. We explored more. We explored more on the characters and the world that we were in. We got to see things like the downfall of Askeladd and the rise of Canute, and just how great things really were.
Well, we definitely have more of an opinion when it comes to Dr. Stone because we're recording this on the 10th of December, which means the finale.
It's the 11th.
11th of December, which means the finale is in 2 days' time for us. Yeah. So we have more. Whereas Vinland Saga's got at least 3 or 4 more weeks to go, and we're at the point of a major character death, without spoilers. But it was kind of a bit of a weird one for me because I think, with much as I like Vinland Saga and I think it's really great and it's really improved, for me, Dr. Stone is still the thing I've been more looking forward to watching each week, and I think it's been very hard choosing between those two shows. It's summer all over again.
Yeah, but I will say with Vinland Saga though, it just has that amazing fight animation.
Yeah, it's just
I mean, the fight between Thorfinn and Thorkel. Yeah. Good God, how good was that?
Yeah, that's some amazing fight animation. I really like the arc around Senku's dad that came along in. That was really good.
Fun fact: they've actually made a spin-off manga about Senku's dad.
I heard about that. Yeah,
that's interesting.
I'll be interested to see where that goes because it's kind of like that's an interesting way to explore that world.
Yeah, I will say though, how inbred is that village then?
Oh God, literally.
Considering there was 5 of them and only 2 girls.
Well, I'll say that explains the faces.
Yeah.
I will also say though, just to make it a little less creepy, fortunately, the further you go along, the more the further that generational gap would go out. So it would correct itself over time.
Yeah, but not with 5. You have a genetic bottleneck.
It's actually interesting. One of the things I found out is if you go back far enough, you're related to everyone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For example,
we're all come from microbial life.
Yeah.
Especially if you're in Arizona.
Yeah, because there was a question on QI who is in the panel is related to Charlemagne, and the answer is everyone because if you go back that far, you have more relatives than there have been people that exist. This is really weird.
Yeah.
Let's. Who would have thought this would be the conversation we get into?
Well, let's go to ones that actually put points on the board so I can actually use this thing. And I'm going to turn off the Wi-Fi for a second because it keeps asking me to join the bloody BT free one. And I'm going to end up making a mistake and accidentally stopping the backup microphone. Best OP. What do you guys think of OP? What do you guys think of the OPs this season? You had a very...
I think there's been a lot of really, really good ones.
Yeah, really good ones.
I mean...
Picking my favourite has legitimately been really difficult.
I think picking my top 3 was okay, but after that, I found it a bit more difficult.
Picking my favourite was easy. The runners-up was really difficult.
Oh, crap. Oh, here we go. Got it working now. For some reason it turned up and it disappeared all my things.
Oh my God, imagine. You'd be able to remember your list though, surely.
Some of them, yes. I can't remember all of them though, off by heart. Let's... I think the OP... Do you know what's amazing? I think it felt... I was mentioning to Reese on the car ride over here, but it seems like every band and singer that we really like from Japan was doing OPs this season.
Yeah.
Union Square Station was doing Fate Grand Order.
Myth and Void was doing Cautious Hero.
Man with Mission was doing Vinland Saga.
Fucking Cold Rain from King's Game doing Fire Force.
And there's your obligatory King's Game reference. We got it out of the way. Reese, what have your ones then?
Well, I've got a few honourable mentions. Because 10, I've got Radiant Season 2.
No, I wasn't a fan of that one.
Yeah. 9th, Assassin's Pride, which is the only praise he'll get off me.
Well, the animation was alright.
Yeah. 8th, Black Clover OP9, that's really good. 7th, Abilities Average. Mm-hmm. A lot of people were sleeping on that. 6th,
I was as well, to be honest.
Yeah. 6th, Ascendance of a Bookworm. And now it's actual 5th place, so these are actual points. You got Food Wars Season 4.
Gets a point.
Yep. 4th, Cautious Hero.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
3rd, Vinland Saga.
No surprises there.
2nd, My Hero Academia.
Oh, that's a good point there.
Yeah, because it's the same band who did the second OP for Iron Blooded Orphans.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah. And then first one, Fire Force.
Yeah.
Well, fair.
Alright, I have a couple of honourable mentions.
Yep.
First one is Fate Grand Order. That was a really, really good OP.
That was really good, actually, that one.
Yeah. Second, and I'm sorry to say, this is Vinland Saga. As much as I do look, trust me, it would be on a list, but I feel like I only need one holdover within the actual list.
Yeah.
And there was another one, I can't remember it though. So, congratulations, that one. So here are my main 5. Number 5 is Food Wars Season 4. Honestly, I feel like it was one of the best Food Wars OPs.
Yeah.
I'm really feeling out of place right now.
Number 4 is Woken the Demon School Iruma-kun. It's just so catchy. It's just so goddamn catchy.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Bobby, 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 Bobby Lou. Give us views and we'll stop singing.
Pump it up.
Number 3 is My Hero Academia Season 4. It's just good old-fashioned shonen OP goodness.
Okay.
Number 2 is Cautious Hero because it's fucking Myth and Roid. Of course it is.
Yeah.
Let me guess.
And number 1 is
Fire Force.
Is Mayday from Fire Force because
Screaming Mayday.
Because it's Cold Rain. I don't care what anyone says. I'm an emo prick. I fucking love Cold Rain.
Yeah.
Ren, let's get your ones out of the way before we just piss off the emos.
So I don't have the honourable mentions, but although I wasn't keeping up with it this season, Fire Force has my number 5.
Yep. Ow!
What?
So did you click your fingers?
No, it was my wristband.
Because I hate finger clicking. You know when people do that whole. No, not that one. It's when they do that.
Oh, the
whole-
cracking.
cracking.
Yeah.
Oh God! Stop doing that.
Sorry.
Sentence of a bookworm.
Bookworm.
That's
a different show altogether.
A bookwormer.
Yes.
Ooh.
That's a different show altogether.
Yeah. Cautious Heroes number 3. Oh wait, hang on. So I've already got bookworm. Stars Align, in which case I'll put as another runner-up. And my number 1 will be My Hero Academia, because again, just pure shonen goodness.
Yeah.
So is My Hero Academia 1?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm not surprised there.
You put it on Food Wars rather than.
Yeah, I did.
Oh no, sorry, no, my bad. I thought it. I wasn't paying attention.
We are very good at our jobs, people.
Yes.
Right, my lot. Right, okay. 5th place, I went with Stars Align, purely more visually than anything else.
It is very visually.
Stars Align's
It's
got
visually
very
very beautiful.
Then I went for the Demon School Iruma-kun just for Cthulhu.
Yes.
Yeah, Chibi Cthulhu is best character.
Then I've gone for Cautious Hero. And then my 2nd place, I went for Vinland Saga, and 1st place was Fire Force.
Yeah.
So incidentally, only one time 3 points was given out in that round, which was Ren.
Yeah.
But
I do normally try and avoid putting Holdovers as my number 1, but I just couldn't do it this time. It was just such a good OP.
Interesting, the highest scoring anime at this point is My Hero Academia Season 4. I was the only one who didn't put I was nearly close. It was like 6th place, but I thought Stars Align impresses me more visually, and the song really suits the show.
Well, at the same time, the song really fits My Hero Academia.
No, I didn't say that. I was just saying I think it a little bit. Stars Align just went a little bit more, which is why the reason I put it. Cautious Hero is unbelievably catchy. Oh yeah. And the animation's excellent in that one. It actually doesn't feel like it disparages from the show too much. One of the things I hate is OPs where they disparage so much animation-wise from the show.
Yeah, not to mention, we finally have another isekai with a good OP since Rise of the Shield Hero.
Only
It's been so long.
Only you two picked Food Wars as well for a runner-up, which I found interesting.
Yeah, I really loved it.
I really like the visual. I generally really enjoyed the visuals, and the song was really damn catchy.
I'm not so much. I wasn't that huge of a fan. I've never been. Do you know that's the one thing I've never been amazingly big on with Food Wars? The OPs. I've never. Apart from the first one, I've never done really stick in my mind. I mean, honestly, I think it's sticking in my mind now because I'm watching it currently. But I think in 2 months' time, I'm not. If you ask me what was Food Wars OP 5 like, I'm like, I couldn't really tell you without looking it up. Whereas OP1, it's like, yeah, I know that one off my heart. Again, if I'm doing an anime opening quiz, I can get that like that.
Yeah, I do definitely get what you mean. I remember I was rewatching season 3 just for fun, and the OPs of that, I was just like, oh yeah, I remember them now. They're so damn cool.
Should I tell you one that I'm very surprised none of us picked? Because I know why I didn't pick it. It nearly made my list, but I didn't quite pick it. None of us even mentioned it originally. Orisuke. I thought Orisuke would go down quite well with this.
I thought it was okay.
It was good for a slice of life anime.
Yeah.
Fate Grand Order also didn't do it.
It was an honorable mention for me, but I just don't think it really made it in.
You were raving about it on the chat, weren't you?
Oh no, I typed that in while we were still talking about Demon School Urumaki.
Oh, right, okay.
Another one was the Sherlock anime. No one said that one, despite the fact it's very visually interesting.
Did anyone even see that one?
I did.
I didn't. An episode of it. It was alright.
I kept up with that one. It's all right, but it's also the anime I mentioned again this. It's the anime I have the least opinion of this season.
Why is it that whenever the anime industry does a Sherlock Holmes style anime, it never does well?
Yeah. I'd say this is one of the better.
Like Holmes of Kyoto and things like that.
That was awful.
I'd say this one's better than Holmes of Kyoto.
Okay, that's good.
It does an interesting way for it does an interesting merging of Rakugo in the mix. I like the fact the use of Rakugo in it for Sherlock's explanations for how he solves the cases. Although again, it's another thing that I think is going to make it a challenge for dubbing because again, Rakugo is a very Japanese thing, and it's very hard to translate that to English. So let's and anyone else talk about Stars Align got 2 and Carmen. A Sense of a Bookworm only got 1 point this round.
It just missed out for me.
I enjoyed the visuals. I just thought the song was a bit forgettable.
Yeah, it's not that. I think they made the right choice to go for a quite upbeat song for it because it's quite an upbeat show. But I think the next season they have to go a bit. I don't know what the next season's arc is going to be, but if it's very similar to this one, I think they need to go even more upbeat.
Yeah.
Correct me if you think I'm wrong on this one, but
I'm actually quite surprised. Actually, speaking of Bookworm, that is actually getting another course so soon.
Yeah, no, an announcement of a second season all in spring before they've even finished the first season. That's amazing how much that works, and of course we'll actually hear more of Jotaro this time around.
Yeah.
Seriously, Jotaro and Dio's voice actors are following me. I need to get a restraining order.
Honestly, they're in everything.
Demon School obviously did get a couple of points there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's amazing. That OP is a lyrical disaster, but it's so enjoyable and catchy.
Yeah, like I don't know what even is about it that makes it so catchy. Like I love the visuals, I love the song. It's so great.
I did just see that weird dance thing. I was like, okay, someone didn't animate this properly.
Yep.
And then I'm like, okay, what's it? Cthulhu's in it. Yeah. Never mind. This is perfect. It's like, but I think a show like that needs an OP like that because let's face it, Demon School's crazy.
Yeah.
It's good. I mean, it's going to be great Christmas viewing when I see it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it was I think a lot of people went to it because it was kind of a bit spoopy. And that worked quite well with Halloween, which was around the time it was coming out. I think, not sure how many people stuck with it. It's a shame if you didn't stick with it, because I think it's excellent.
Yeah,
but,
definitely.
But we'll talk a bit more about it later on down the line. Let's go to EDs now. So, ED's quite strong this season.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I found a lot, I'll be honest, I found a lot of the EDs a bit forgettable.
Yeah, but I also think at the same time, I think this was a season, one of the big scenes of this year where it made me like, where the anime is remembered. Oh yeah, we can put real effort into our EDs. I felt like it's. I mean, one of the EDs is a contender from this season. The winner of this one is a contender for my ED of the year, along with
2 of these actually are contenders for my ED of the year. I'll be honest.
And that includes Robbie Hatchie.
Oh wow, yeah, no, that's saying something to be fair. No, I will say the ED that I've picked, I really enjoyed.
Yeah.
So. Let's get to you, Reese. What'd you go with?
A few honorable mentions. I've got 10th Black Clover ED9. That was good, but the visuals are really weird. 9th, I've got Radiant Season 2. That was a really good one.
I like that one. Yeah.
Not as good as the first season.
No, the first season had a great ED.
Yeah. 8th, this may surprise you, I've got Vinland Saga ED2.
I wasn't really that big on that one, I'll be honest.
Yeah, if it wasn't for the visuals, I would have probably. I probably would have been bored with that one.
Yeah.
7th, I've got Abilities Average. That was good, but not as good as the OP. 6th, Food Wars. And our 5th, I've got Demon School.
So, let's see. Demon School's got one there.
Yep. Then My Hero Academia.
That was quite a good one, actually.
Yeah.
3rd, I've got Stars Align.
Okay.
Second, Ascendance of a Bookworm.
That one's quite good.
Yeah. And first, Fire Force.
Oh, Fire Force. That's a surprise. I didn't think you'd go that one.
Yeah. Well, one of the major things for me was those opening visuals of that corpse with the flowers.
Oh, wait, I just remembered my other honourable mention for the OP. No Guns Life.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it did have quite a good OP.
Yo, Elliot, what's your EDs, man?
I don't have any honourable mentions, so I'll just get into it. Number 5 is Welcome to Demon School Iruma-kun.
Baby Q, Baby Q.
Number 4 is No Guns Life.
Okay.
Number 3 is Fate Grand Order.
Wow, I completely forgot about that one.
That's alright.
It's a good ED, actually. Yeah, I'm annoyed I forgot about that one.
Number 2, Stars Align.
Okay.
And number 1 is My Hero Academia Season 4.
Fair.
And mostly because and correct me if I'm wrong, I'm 90% sure it's done by the same singer who did the most popular Naruto OP.
I think you're
Possibly.
right. I think you're
Flow.
Yeah.
Wait, which one's Flow?
We are fighting.
Oh, right,
Yes.
okay, yeah. Is that the most famous?
I'm not sure it's the most famous, but it's one of the more
it's
famous.
one of the more
Oh wait,
recognised ones,
I more mean OP 16 for Shippuden.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, no, it is that person. Yes.
Which one is that?
You got it, you got it, you got it.
I don't remember that one.
Do you know?
No, the ones I remember
I'll show you it.
Show it afterwards. Yeah. Ren.
Yeah, that's
Kevin.
one.
Oh, yeah, that's called it's called Aoi.
Ren, what you got?
My best.
Wait, what's it? I'm not sure.
Maybe. Sorry, it's Aoi and Osoda. Best ED number 5 is Fate. And,
One for Grand Orders getting on the board.
Yep. Number 4 is Ascendance of a Bookworm, which actually nearly won. I should probably put it second, but it's in no particular order. 3, My Hero Academia.
First note. Yeah, okay.
2, Demon School in Makun.
Demon School.
And number 1 is Stars Align, because those dances are great.
Yeah.
So good.
Okay, let's go to my lot. I got for number 5. I've gone for Food Wars. I actually really like that ED.
I'm not a big fan of that, I'll be honest.
Then I went for Ascendance of a Bookworm. Just visually, that's a stunning one.
Yeah.
Then I went for my only holdover one, Dr. Stone.
Yeah.
Then I went for second place I went for Demon School Iruma-kun.
Good.
I really like that one. Number 1 was Stars Align.
Yeah, good.
I really freaking love that ED.
The weird thing is, it feels so out of place with the rest of the show, but it feels like it fits as well.
Yeah.
Because it is about, I mean, imagine that, a show about kids playing tennis and about parental abuse. And yet how it ends is...
But it gives personality to each of the characters, which I think you don't necessarily see in the show.
I'd love to read.
And not to mention the dances fit all the
They
characters.
literally do. That's what's so good about it.
That's what I love about it, and the song really works. I think after an anime like that, you need an ED like that.
Yeah.
I think
It just needs
it's one of the things I like about Stars Align. It's like you got to take the light with the dark.
Yeah.
It's like I hate shows that are always constantly bubbly, and I hate shows that are always constantly dark. I like shows that have a good balance of the two.
And that shows that, I mean, they're characters outside of the events that happen in the show.
So, we kind of got on that one. One that turned up a lot was My Hero Academia, and I didn't have it on mine.
I love that.
Yeah, that's a really good idea.
I thought it was really great.
I quite liked it a lot. Yeah, I did like it a lot. I think it's going to make more sense when we get more into Ari's backstory.
Yeah.
I think, which again, we were even further behind because My Hero Academia got delayed by a week.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Rugby World Cup.
Well, was it really just...
When I come to Power, all sport is on streaming services. The rest of us can get on with our fucking lives.
Yeah, then you have to pay to watch it.
Good. Pay for it.
No.
I'm paying for my fucking anime. You pay for your sports.
Anime is better than sports anyway.
Exactly.
I mean,
Especially
anime, all
sports
the plots are different and it always progresses. Meanwhile, with all the other sports, there's nothing but kicking balls.
But why do you guys really like the?
I can get that by watching BDSM porn.
Wow. Okay. So moving swiftly on.
How did you get that on a Wednesday after we finish the vlog? If you really want to.
Okay. Let's talk briefly about My Hero Academia's ED. Why did you guys really proper get into it?
I loved the song. I loved the. And I really love the visuals. I just thought overall it fit the show really damn well.
Yeah. Visuals were cute, song was chill, like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it worked out very well. I think the EDs for My Hero Academia have been rather undervalued. Because some of them have been really good in the past. I mean, we talked about some of the really good ones in the past when we've been doing... Because we've been practically covering My Hero Academia since the second season.
Yeah.
And it's amazing to think how much we've been there covering anime.
And pretty much the entire way through, we've been praising the living hell out of it.
Yeah. It deserves it, to be honest.
Yeah, like there hasn't been a single bad or underwhelming season. They've all been absolutely brilliant.
For a show that was criticised by one anime-tuber for being basically Naruto if Rock Lee was the main character.
Which, by the way, fuck you for saying that.
That's not a criticism.
Rock Lee's one of the best characters in Naruto. Why is that a complaint?
Exactly.
Oh, he didn't say it was a complaint, but he said that's basically what it is. And he's saying, I remember he said in the beginning of his thing, how's the new shonen? Same as the old shonen. Which,
it's not.
I mean, one of the interesting things, I actually had an interesting observation on My Hero Academia from...
the way I see shonen is, a lot of it is the same, it's basically the same model, just doing it differently.
What I like about My Hero Academia is Overly Sarcastic Productions went into this, which is it's basically an old generation of shonen welcoming in the new generation within the plot line, and the rivalry between All Might and Endeavor's relationship is more about this idea of this is what if Naruto and Sasuke hadn't had their big workout at the end, they hadn't had their big blow off. They didn't have
blow off.
Yeah, we've actually...
That's a very different episode you watched.
If you think about it that way, we kind of got that in real life, because recently the writer for One Piece actually wrote a letter congratulating the writer for Demon Slayer for their success.
That's right, because it overtook sales for a brief amount of time for One Piece, didn't it?
Yeah, in fact, while it hasn't sold best in individual manga, overall, Demon Slayer has sold more manga than One Piece.
We so made the right decision picking it for Best of Spring.
Yeah, absolutely.
Incidentally, when we're looking at the table at the minute, My Hero Academia and Stars Align are both joint first with 10.
Okay.
Cautious Heroes, then Demon School's second with 6, and it's a joint third between Cautious Hero and Ascendance of a Bookworm. We both have 4. Demon School, actually, we haven't talked about that one yet. What was it? Demon School had a really good one.
It's just funny.
It's just so much fun and light-hearted.
It's just very cute, light-hearted and funny.
It's probably the one that's made me laugh the most, definitely.
Yeah.
They did also work it up as they introduced more and more female characters within the show.
It also just fits with the show really well.
Yeah, it's a nice bubbly ED. You need that.
I'd like to say about Cautious Hero as well. It feels more like Konosuba than the actual manga, than the actual anime that's written by the same guy who did Konosuba.
It really does.
Because it's that wrestling one. I don't know the exact name.
Yeah, the suplexing one.
Yeah, the suplexing the princess.
Oh, that reminds me.
AKA one which I have not seen.
No, I haven't seen any of it.
That's going in biggest disappointments.
Oh, is it really?
Thank you very much. I hated that show.
I've only seen 2 isekai, and one of them is in biggest disappointment, and one of them is my second favorite isekai I've seen all year. I say second favorite because, of course, I don't think anything will beat Rising Shioto at this point.
Yeah. I know exactly which one you're on about. Let's talk about A Sensible Bookworm. We all kind of like that one for the visuals.
It's so good. Ascendance is great.
Oh, that's great.
No Guns Life finally got on the board. I mean, that one was alright.
It was pretty decent.
If it was going to get any points, for me, it would have been in OP or ED. I think.
Yeah.
They were both like decent, but they just were edged out.
I was thinking I want to pick Food Wars. You said you weren't a big fan of that one, Elliot.
No, that one was a bit iffy, especially when you have to take a look at the other EDs that Food Wars have had.
I get your point on that one. I just really quite liked it. I think I enjoy getting to the end of an episode. So I think we need to move on to biggest disappointment. So what got the ire of us? And again, remember, not necessarily these are what we thought were the worst shows. These were...
Oh, that's what I thought was the worst show.
Well, some of us, in my case especially, it's what failed my expectations.
Yeah.
And then 2 of them are just shows I thought were bad.
Yeah.
Anyway, so let's do your one first, Reese.
Right, I've got 3.
Okay.
So I've got High School Prodigies.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That was horrendous.
Oh my god, it was.
Yep.
Fucking hell.
Second, Assassin's Pride. Oh, that was just so generic and boring. And then first, Gundam Build Diver Season 2.
Yeah.
Build Divers was terrible. They somehow made it worse.
Seriously?
Wow. Seriously.
They made the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX of Gundam even worse.
It's just so bland. Because at least with the original Build Divers, the fight scenes were good because they were standard Gundams.
Yeah.
But now it's just so boring with just random laser blasts.
I really, I do not. I'm not caring for Build Divers at the minute.
Yeah.
Elliot, what you got?
I haven't seen it, but you might as well just put Assassin's Pride in for me because I can guarantee it would be in it. Generic born genericness is generic. And number one for me, and the only one, and the only one
I'm
is
going straight to it.
High School Prodigies Have It Easy in Another World. Good God, I did not think we would have an isekai worse than Wise Man's Grandchild.
Yeah.
Somehow they fucking did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, at least with Wise Man's Grandchild, I could put up with it for a few episodes.
And also, I'm sorry, some of those things don't even count as high school prodigies. Like, yeah, you have inventor, doctor, entrepreneur, that's fine. But then you have journalist, swordsman, and fucking magician. How the fuck is a magician a high school prodigy? Someone who saves life. You, Steve Jobs, fucking dynamo.
To be fair, it's a big skill to do that, but yeah, I'm not going to say they're a prodigy.
Yeah.
Like Penn and Teller, some of their shit is really
when I
good.
think of high school prodigies, I think of someone like Yagami. I do not think of something like those fuckers.
You don't think Magical Senpai?
No.
That's right.
I've only got one, and my biggest disappointment is Babylon. For a show about political intrigue, it should have just kind of had a consistent release schedule. It would have kept me up to date with everything.
Do you know what's amazing? It's not much better even if you did keep up with it.
Oh, really?
It's no, seriously. I was losing interest. I know a lot of people said there's no anime out like this, and it's really amazing. I was like, yeah, but I'm losing interest. I don't watch anime for stories like this.
Which one's that?
Babylon is one of the Amazon Prime exclusives.
I didn't see that one.
I think the biggest problem I had was they released the first 3 episodes in one go. Then they waited 3 weeks to start doing it, which worked with Vinland Saga, but then they kept... And then after episode 7 they said, oh yeah, we're not going to do any more episodes now until December the 29th. So any momentum that... And they were on a cliffhanger, by the way, and they said that. So any momentum this show had, gone like that.
I think
why are they taking that long of a break?
Exactly, yeah.
Because what they're doing is they're going for prestige television. They're trying to be that. And
for fuck's sake.
And the thing is, Vinland Saga can achieve that because it's not trying to be prestige television. It's just trying to be itself.
And it's good.
And it's really good, yes. Listen, we'll get to my lot. I did actually get 5 in this one. I went with High School Prodigies because that was... Wow, that is one of the worst isekais that's come out this year. And that's saying a lot.
That's the worst isekais come out this year.
Then I went for Suplex Isekai because... seriously, how can you have a show about a wrestler going to an isekai world and I hate it?
Yeah.
How can you manage that? Then I went for Psychopath Season 3. This should have been way better than it actually was. Like, Psychopath Season 3...
Shit, I forgot about Psychopaths, actually.
So, to be fair, Psychopath Season 3 has really good ideas, but it doesn't really execute them properly. And the fact I've now got to have a whole new cast of characters, because this is a soft reboot, but it still takes place in the same continuity as the original, means, oh god, now I've got to start from scratch. And I hate the fact all the episodes are double length.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're all 45 minutes long, and it's like, I don't... Psychopaths doesn't work as a binge show. You need to take breaks from it.
Hellsing works like that, but Psychopaths doesn't.
No. Psychopaths doesn't work like that, and it really does not suit that structure. I know a lot of people defended that structure, but I'm not going to be one of them. Then I went for Babylon as well, because it had a terrible release schedule, and it was not great, and it wasn't always holding my attention. It was like, oh, well, that's a good idea, but... Do you know what it is? Babylon is more interesting than it is good.
Yeah.
But number 1, this should have been the best season of SAO. This should have been the best one, and they didn't execute it properly. Okay, so the thing about SAO is, what I like about this idea is, the one idea I think they've got down is to be really good, and they kind of teased it for one episode and they haven't really gone back to it, is they kind of go with a similar idea to Blade Runner of all things, which is if you've created life, and you've created something that's it's got consciousness, it's got feelings, it's got... You've essentially created life. Do you have the right to then turn off the switch? Because it's not real. And again, they've done that with virtual characters. And this is the idea that Alice might be independently developing feelings for Kirito. I'm shocked there's a girl who actually wants to shag Kirito in this.
Oh my god, yeah. Oh, I love that bland generic boy. Where is he?
But the fact that's an interesting plot point because, again, Alice is now developing things beyond her programming. And again, this whole world is... But the thing is... They then just go for the generic show, and it's like, You have this amazing theme here. You have this amazing arc.
Quick question, actually. What happened to Yugo?
Well, sorry?
You know, the blonde Kirito kid.
He died.
He died.
Ah,
We
right.
died.
He dies at the end of at episode 23.
So they got rid of the only interesting character in season 3.
Yeah, but which that's
I
what
wanna
happens.
What?
He gets turned into a giant flying sword.
You're serious?
I'm serious.
Oh my god.
I should point out.
That's basically Soul Eater, but worse.
Yes.
Can I just point out, though, I think he's going to come back to life down the
Okay,
line.
I was gonna.
Well, that would be bloody shit anyway. You kill a character, fucking stay dead.
But the thing is,
one
again,
of the things I hate about him, he was literally a blonde Kirito.
that's the thing. He's not. None of these characters are real, so there's no agency to it. The only agency is if the world gets fucked up. Kirito might have his whole mind taken over.
Oh no, the horror.
Oh no, we have a slightly less blunt character. How terrible.
Maybe it'll get better that Asuna's now turned up at last, but and there's also this implied thing that within this world she's going to be a reincarnation for the nude god in the first one.
For the what?
Remember the nude goddess who was
Administrator.
This show makes no sense.
Administrator. Okay.
Yeah,
That would be good. That would be interesting. I mean,
High School
like,
Prodigies, we've already gone through why you don't like it.
Not to mention that very uncomfortable bit of the first where the elf is feeding the president kids.
What?
Oh,
Have you not seen that bit?
No, I haven't
Don't,
seen it.
don't.
What happens?
You know how penguins feed their children?
Oh wow.
Yeah. they
Oh,
do
I
that.
heard about this. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I saw a clip of this.
How
That's
the
hilarious.
fuck did they go that far that quickly?
Reese, Bill Divers, you kind of explained why that.
Oh,
failed,
it's just so bad. Literally, the whole plot line is they're doing one quest chain.
The
And that's it. There's no development for the characters. The main character is as boring as Kirito. Except he's somehow a dandelion. He has no emotions, he's just, yeah, I'm here. I'm cool.
Whoa.
I'm in my Gundam, I won.
I wear long sleeve shirts over short sleeve shirts over long sleeve shirts.
I mean, Seiya from Cautious Hero is a bit like that, but add that as into his humor.
Yeah, exactly. That's the point of him. Like, he's meant to be like that.
Yeah, but again,
By the way, I like to recommend don't watch Cautious Hero in the dub.
Yeah.
Because for some reason he calls people broski all the time.
Yeah, I also,
It's really funny, but it's really dumb.
yeah,
was it from Long Island?
Yeah, I also hate his dub actor.
Yeah, like no joke. At one point, you go to his short person at shop, just goes, "Alright, Bill Bro Baggins, what you got?"
Yeah, brilliant.
Actually, I quite liked that line, but I have been watching it in the sub for the purposes of this
Yeah,
one.
I do recommend watching it in the
I
sub.
I've not watched any shows in the dub this season.
I actually really recommend No Guns Life in the dub. Like, legitimately, the dub in that is really good.
I've seen good things from the Stars Align dub as well.
Also, I was watching Fate in the dub at first, but I switched to the sub after like 3 episodes. It was just kind of annoying.
Well, obviously, it hasn't affected the board all that much. So let's talk about. I mean, before we go more ranting, let's talk about things we really like as well. Let's talk about biggest surprise. What surprised us? The show we weren't expected to be that great, but it turned out a lot better than we expected.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So let's start with you again, Reese.
Right, third, I've got Demon School.
I don't think,
Yeah.
That was amazing.
I don't think any of us were expecting that one.
No, absolutely not.
Second, I've got Orisuke for the amazing twist halfway through episode 1. And also, did anyone notice that they play the Imperial March whenever he sees a bench?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Next.
And then first, didn't I say to make my abilities average? That show, wow, what a comeback from the first 3 episodes.
Yeah,
It gets dark.
Oh wow, I didn't watch it.
I did. We did. Oh yeah, I didn't say
I
that
started
one.
on it, but I didn't continue it, so I haven't
Yeah.
actually got much of an opinion on it.
Well, I might come back to that one. Elliot, what have you got?
Number 3 is Welcome to Demon School Irumakun. I thought that would just be some little crappy comedy show. Turns out it was really funny.
Yeah.
Number 2 is Cautious Hero. I was expecting a generic isekai. Turns out it's the funniest isekai I've seen all year.
Yeah.
And number 3 is Orisuke, because never before have I gone from hating the first half of an episode to laughing my ass off at the second half.
I completely
It
agree.
was so good. It was such a surprise.
Yeah.
So my number 4, I've got Demon School. Again, I wasn't expecting it to be amazing, and then I was astounded at how funny it actually is. Number 3, Cautious Hero. Number 2, Orisuke. And number 1, I've got Stars Align, just because the ending of the first episode just like whoa.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's all happy and lighthearted. Then all of a sudden
I
depression.
don't expect that from a sports anime.
So I got so my number 5. I got Our Hero No Sora. Didn't expect a really great sports. It did be.
That was pretty decent.
Was that his first point?
Yes, first point.
Wow.
Then I've gone for Cautious Hero. I did not expect a second good isekai to come out this year. Then I went for Demon School. That looked. Then I went for Orisuki. That was really great. Then I went for Demon School. Did not go into that with any sort of expectations, and it was surpassed it. Number 1, a show that I thought was going to be good when it came back, but the fact it was so good really surprised me. Radiant Season 2.
Oh.
Wow.
Radiant Season 2, I'll talk about my thoughts on Radiant Season 2, but Radiant Season 2 really surprised me because I thought this would be another show where it would drop off the radar for me.
Yeah.
And I've been keeping up with it every week. It's been some of the best parts of my week.
Yeah. I've not caught up to it, but I have seen quite a few
really need to get
episodes.
started on season 2 again. Then.
Seriously, Melly's character arc this season has been excellent.
Well, she was one of the best parts of the first season.
Yeah, but they kind of dive into more about her split personality this time around. They do a
Really?
really good job of it.
Wow, I really need to get watching Radiant again.
I do just love how Orisuki is just like the perfect subversion of the harem of the
Yeah.
of the harem anime.
Yeah, it's sort of like it's like the anti-harem.
Yeah,
It's sort of like how in a lot of ways Shield Hero is the anti-isekai.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, when it tries to make fun of harem, it's doing better. When it tries to be a harem, it doesn't quite work as well, but it's still a great show. I mean, I was laughing my ass off most of the time.
Yeah, also can I just quickly say, Juro and Sunchan, best ship.
Yeah.
After episode 7, best ship.
I'm going to challenge you with Pansy, but I will make... Ren, I did not expect Stars Align to be in this category. To borrow from Norman Boots. Explain yourself.
I just like watching a sports anime and like just kind of seeing the change in not theme, like seeing the change in expression of the whole show. From like the first part, I was just thinking, okay, this is just going to be like generic, boring kind of sports anime that I'm not going to be super interested in. And then like literally the last scene was just fucking, it just blew it.
Well,
I'm
I'm pretty sure we've had dark sports anime before.
No, yeah, you can have dark sports anime, but not one that kind of switches that fast. I don't think. Like, I wasn't really interested, and then I kind of like saw that bit and was like, oh, there's actually a lot going to be explored here. I'm actually kind of interested now. You know, it kind of turned it on its head for me, really.
Yeah, so that wasn't really what you went into it expecting.
Not at all.
See, I kind of went into expecting it because I knew it was a coming-of-age story, so I thought there's going to be some interesting drama here. But and again, they made it work.
It's not on mine simply because I started watching it after I heard Calvin rave on and on about it.
I probably didn't help in that regard. The other reason I didn't end up on my list is because when I was looking at all the anime coming out, I thought, okay, it's an original work that's got an interesting premise. That's something that I reckon I'm going to really enjoy that. So I was actually really looking out for that one when Funimation announced that they were getting the rights to that one.
Honestly, I decided not to watch it in the dub because I didn't want to be behind on it.
No, I didn't want to be behind either. That's why I did not watch it in dub.
Even though I did generally think the dub was pretty good.
Yeah, dub was pretty good. Shall I tell you what I've noticed here? That we didn't talk... Demon School. That's everyone of us picked that one. That one's the most consistent one amongst the four of us.
It's because I thought that's probably gonna be something I'm probably dropping a few episodes. It was a Jerry one. It was one of the most funny things I've seen all season.
Yeah.
I was like laughing my ass off the entire time, and somehow they haven't made Clara annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's actually...
Like, I thought she would be annoying very quickly. Turns out, I fucking love her.
One of my favourite things, I can't get it on YouTube, unfortunately. I'm trying to find the clip to use to send to people. Is that thing of her throwing those rocks saying, "You suck."
Yes. Yes.
I just love the I love the episode where she goes to the succubus and she just charges in that outfit.
Yeah.
Oh, it's brilliant.
It's I love her abilities. That would come in so handy on a road trip.
Well, it would just break the economy because she'd just get loads of money.
Yeah.
Not to mention, if you and Ren had that issue, we wouldn't be having as much trouble setting up for vlogs.
Very true.
Ren, have you got the microphone? Hang on. Got it. Orisuki, no surprise there. Why all of us picked that one. That one really surprised us in a lot of ways. I think I kind of went into it expecting this is going to try to be funny, and fail miserably.
I saw the premise, thought this is probably just going to be boring and like you're going to drop it out after like 3 episodes. The first time the first episode came up, I was just like, never mind, I might actually just drop it after this episode. And then next thing is after the second time, I was just like, holy fuck, I'm so keeping up with this.
What I found interesting is Orisuke and Demon School were the most consistent amongst us. None of us picked either of them for number 1. You went for a bit average.
I went for number 1 with Orisuke.
Yeah, you did. Yes, you did. That can't be right then, because it's on 6 points at the minute. There's no way all of us picked it and it's on 6 points. Oh, no, wait, no, because none of us picked it in the other category, so it makes sense. But that's the thing for me. Okay, so Reese, you went for abilities average.
Yes.
You sort of went...
I absolutely love the show, because not only is it a good show, and how dark it got, it's just filled with pop culture references. Like Terminator, Dragon Ball, Berserk, Super Sentai.
Really?
Literally, there's references from everything in there.
It's funny, because when you look at the front cover, it looks like some sort of generic cutesy isekai.
Yeah, and it's anything but. It's hilarious.
I'm definitely going back onto it.
Yeah, I'm going to have to check it out.
I do like the second I saw the Terminator reference, I was thinking about dun 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 dun.
They did that in what was that?
Cautious Hero also had a Terminator reference.
Yeah, it did.
What was that? The mob boss and the psychic girl.
Hinamatsuri.
Yeah, they had the Terminator reference in Hinamatsuri.
I wouldn't be surprised. As I say, I don't think. I mean, it was a really good show. From what you've told me, I mean, none of the others were that consistent in terms of surprise. Cautious Hero was kind of surprised by. I mean, I'd describe Cautious Hero as being, if the anime is of Wise Man's Grandchild, had the writers of Konosuba.
Yeah. I think it was most surprising to me is because throughout the year, most isekai has just been complete shit. Like, we've had 1 or 2 alright ones like MILF Sekai and ones like that, but we didn't get that many great ones. This is the first one that I feel like is actually close to being as good as Rising of the Shield Hero.
Yeah.
I'd say I like the fact they didn't just go straight comedy and have it being mindless.
Yeah.
Which could have really failed in its regard. They did make sure to give it a decent plot.
Yeah.
I also it just made something funny, just like her going, "Ooh, 6-pack."
Yeah.
It's just that was so hilariously well done.
Yeah.
Move on.
Let's move on. Let's talk best animation. So which shows got us the most in the animation? Reese, what have you got for this one?
Okay, 5th, I've got Cautious Hero.
Yeah, the animation in that show was excellent.
4th, I've got Food Wars, because that just always looks amazing.
Oh,
yeah, all that food porn always makes me hungry.
3rd, My Hero Academia.
Never watched Food Wars hungry.
Yep. 2nd, Demon School.
Oh.
I actually love the art style and the animation.
It's a great art
It is
style.
very good art style.
It's a nice throwback art style. I like that. Yeah.
And then first, I've got Fate Grand Order.
Yeah, Fate Grand Order was excellent.
So,
yeah.
as usual.
Yeah.
For me, number 3 is Ahiru no Sora. I felt like it had great animations, especially because it's a basketball anime, which requires really good animation.
Yeah.
Number 2 is My Hero Academia, as it always has amazing animations. And number 1 is Fate Grand Order, because it's Fate.
Yeah.
It almost always has great animation. I say almost because last time.
That's the second time. That's the second time this year we've gone. It's Fate for this category.
So number 5, I've got Ahinu's for the fluid.
Hello again.
Then number 4, I've got Cautious Hero. Also, you wanted in episode 2, episode 1 or 2, the succubus looks exactly like Thingyo from Overlord.
Don't question it.
Anyway,
It does look a bit.
It does look a bit like
It looks a bit. It's just wearing a thong.
Yeah, exactly.
Which no doubt will make a lot of Overlord fans go yes.
Of course. Number 3, I've got My Hero Academia, which
Yes.
consistently has a high.
It's my house, so I'm allowed to be as loud as I want.
Not that you're not usually.
No.
Number 2, I've got Fate. Again, it was again incredibly high standard. But number 1, slightly eclipsed because I love the art style and the animation's really good as well. It's Stars Align.
Oh yeah, Stars Align. That's great animation.
Like surprisingly great.
You know what? Add Stars Aligning for me as well.
But also,
I need to take one of yours off then.
No, he only had 3.
I only have 3. Yeah.
Oh yeah, so get that one in there. So that's another one for Stars Align.
But I think the childlike animation kind of really suits it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to take Babylon and SAO off my list because I think they don't really belong as much. Now that you've made some good points, I'm going to put Fate Grand Order. My Hero Academia, I think again, the animation.
Just goes without saying, yeah.
Then I gone for one that you got. Going to go for Cautious Hero. One that you guys haven't gone for. I've gone for Ascendance of a Bookworm.
I was considering that.
Yeah, I was considering it.
And then my number one is Stars Align.
Yeah.
Really for the animation.
Oh, really? So, yeah, I'm interested. Go on. So
Stars Align, really impressive character design, really impressive fluid movement,
Yeah.
really great for the sports scenes, and they are very good at making those characters very expressive, which I think you really need for a show like that. I think if they had mucked that up, we're in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm interested you two didn't pick Stars Align. Well, you
Yeah,
did eventually.
it just missed out for me.
It just.
Yeah.
You guys both went for Fate Grand Order. I completely.
It feels like the studio really study Ufotable's anime.
Well, it's Cloverworks who's done
Yeah.
Great Grand Order, who are the team behind Bunny Senpai and
Oh, right, okay.
and Promised Neverland.
Yeah, but I mean, while it's not quite up to Ufotable standards, it's very close.
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple of scenes really look like they could have come out of Ufotable.
Yeah.
Particularly that first fight scene with Sexy Rin.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have no regrets.
I mean, I know she's Ishtar, but come on, everyone's just gonna call her Sexy Rin.
Yeah.
I just remember I was saying to Ren, you could have that clip of Linkara going, sexy, sexy, violence, sexy, sexy, violence. What do you... Sorry, I got a lot of... I got a massive mucus build up then for some reason. Oh God!
It's fine.
At least that's not going on YouTube forever. I mean, Ren, you kind of went for Stars. It's interesting. You both went for Fate Grand Order, or we both went for Stars Align.
Well, yeah, I think like Fate. Obviously, you have to examine Fate as just a classic example of really high quality animation.
Yeah, it's just the best of action animation.
But then thinking like non-standard, not just action animation, but actually like the art style, like that is the animation as well. And I think in Stars Align it perfectly fits the idea of the coming of age anime that we kind of discussed before.
Quick cue, why did you guys not pick Ascendance of a Bookworm for your top 5? Because I was the only one who did.
I thought the character design was great, but I thought the animation was a bit average.
Yeah, it just didn't do enough to impress me.
There weren't many scenes that kind of showed off, like just the.
I think I liked the world design when the animation was really good. It was really good. I liked the contrast of the comedy sketch bits where you had Chibi Mine.
Those
bits were really well done.
I think one of the best comparisons to Ascendance of a Bookworm is actually something like Laid Back Camp.
Yeah, also some of them actually kind of happy that they're doing. The parents are actually questioning why mine has changed so much.
Yeah.
Rather than just being like, okay, yeah, she's just.
At least Lutz got the fucking.
Because I didn't think that they were going to bring in like a kind of magical component to it. I thought it was just going to be purely educational and based around like writing books and things. Yeah. But then actually introducing why she entered the isekai world as a plot point,
which confirmed a lot of fan theories about it. Which, to be fair, we kind of all assumed.
Don't spoil it, please. I'm a bit behind on.
Yeah, no worries. But yeah, they actually add in kind of.
I'm actually very surprised that the Bookworm is doing this badly. It's only got 5 points so far.
I know. Well, it gets more from me later.
It's going to get more from me later, but here's the point. The leaderboard at the minute, we got Stars Align is in the lead at 20. Demon School's second, My Hero Academia is second with 14, and Demon School's third with 11. That's kind of interesting, I find. That's just really not gone the way I was expecting. What do you... Okay, let's say... Grant, we kind of talked... Cautious Hero we all thought was excellent in this animation.
Yes. That was really good.
Your points on Demon School?
Yes, I just love how fluid all the movement was, especially with Clara. Like
Yeah,
literally every time she's on screen, there's amazing animation.
Yeah.
Like when she throws a vending machine.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Anyone else saw? Someone's watched Dorara.
Yeah.
There's two. Sorry.
I did think with Demon School, my only complaint about the animation of Demon School is you can sort of tell where they made a few cuts for budget.
Yeah.
Though you can tell that it's all like, no, that didn't flow that well together.
Well, yeah, but I think that works for the show.
Yeah, okay, no, it didn't fit.
Yeah.
So I was just saying that's why I didn't make the top 5.
I would say the animations with Sullivan are always just glorious.
Yes.
There's two characters in Demon School who I think are like basically mirror of Kill la Kill. One of them is Clara, who's Mako. And of course you've got Satsuki, who is the student council
Oh,
president
yes.
in Demon School.
Oh,
basically,
she's amazing.
Except with the manga addiction.
Yes, even though she can't read it.
Remember,
She just likes the pictures.
remember,
Yeah, also, how many fucking volumes does that manga have?
Yeah.
It will literally just eventually get to the point where someone will just go, oh, just fuck already!
Yeah.
There's over 200 volumes of this, just hurry up!
Yeah,
Wait, are you talking? Wait, are you
surprised
talking?
they didn't do One Piece?
Wait, are you talking about us or the characters in the manga? Either or. So remember, if you can translate manga, girls will love you.
Yes. Especially girls who can't read what you write.
Oh god.
So I think that's covered our thoughts on the animation.
Yeah.
Let's talk female characters.
Yeah.
So let's go for your lots, Reese.
Right, fifth, I've got Pansy from Orisuke.
Oh, she's brilliant.
Yeah.
Best girl.
Yeah.
Best stalker.
Yes. Fourth, I've got Mash from Fate Grand Order.
Ah, she's cool.
Yeah. Third, I got Clara from Demon School.
Can I be honest? I did not expect Fate Grand Order to be doing this well.
Yeah. Second, I've got Restarte from Cautious Hero.
Ah, she is
She's
amazing!
amazing. And first, I've got Mine from Bookworm.
Oh,
Number one!
Yeah, number one.
Well, yeah, you're going to be surprised in a minute then. Elliot, what you got?
Number 5 is Mine from Ascendance of a Bookworm.
A sense of one finally getting on the board.
Yeah.
Number 4 is Kaneko Mitsui from Stars Align. She is bloody hilarious.
Yeah, I love her.
Number 3 is Restarte from Cautious Hero.
Yeah.
Number 2 is Clara Valak from Welcome to Demon School Iruma-kun.
We will play Clara.
And number 1 is Panzu from Orisuke.
Yeah.
Again,
Hashtag Best Stalker 2019.
Yeah.
don't make that a thing.
Now trust me, there already someone who is.
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's
And the winner of the Stalker Awards is Renan Bromley for Stalking Reese all these years.
He knows.
Yes. Start your name with Ari as well, will you?
Ren.
Best girl, so number 5.
Copy my look with glasses, will you?
Why did I type case file in? None of us have seen it.
Number
Case
5.
file, which one was that?
It's Sherlock.
Oh, right, yeah.
Rin from Fate.
Yeah.
And,
Ishtar.
Oh, yes, Ishtar. Rin,
Yeah, quote unquote.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Ishtar.
Clara,
Not sexy Ren.
Clara
Yes.
from Demon's Sexy Ren.
Oh,
Rin.
Cal. No, that was a Freudian slip, Cal. You just want to see me in revealing desert clothes.
You know what that means, Ren? Get in your boxes.
I'll get my Princess Leia outfit.
Yeah. No, don't let that be broadcast. Me in the editing booth, I implore you, don't be lazy. Leave that in. I'm going to leave that in.
Yeah.
Number 4, Clara from Demon School.
Yeah.
Number 3, we've got Restart from Cautious Hero.
Gosh, just hearing it, yeah.
Number 2, Pansy from Orisuke. And number 1, Mine from Bookworm.
Well, this is about to get awkward. I'm gonna. Okay, here's my lot. I've got for Pansy from Orisuke. Then I've gone for Melly from Radiant.
Oh, yeah.
She's had an amazing arc this season, I promise you. Then
I wish I'd kept up with Radiant because I feel like I would have given it more points.
Then I've gone for Clara from Demon School.
I'm actually surprised no one picked Clara for number 1.
Yeah, I know. I'm surprised myself. Then I went for Kaneko from Stars Align.
Because again, she's bloody hilarious.
She's hilarious. And I've gone for Mine from...
Oh, hell yeah.
So it was three of us went for Mine and one for Pansy.
Wow, I mean, Ascendance of Bookworm got 10 or 9 points?
No, I got 10, 10 points.
Whoa. Damn.
So it really climbed up the board this round.
I think way overdue.
I'll admit, with me, it was very close between either Mine or Mash. I feel like Mine only just beat out for me.
Yeah.
So why is it that we really liked Clara was the one none of us picked for number 1, but we really found her
She's
infectious.
just so fun.
Yeah.
She's just a fun, great character. She's the best character in the show.
Yeah, she's just so endearing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't tell who I want to root for in the shipping war for that one.
Yeah. I'll say the episode when she tries seduction. That's
Yes.
probably one of the funniest episodes.
Definitely.
Just going,
Definitely.
oh,
She puts all that makeup on. She looks more like the Joker than Joaquin Phoenix.
I think it was just when she collided with the demon tune.
Yeah.
You know what this means? Oh, so funny.
You got to root for Clara.
I think it was just the sound effect when he gets hit. Like you know when it's a heavy hit in anime, it's like it was one of those noises.
Incidentally, the order at the minute, Stars Align still in the lead with 22. Bookworm and Demon Score tied for second with 15 each.
Wow.
And My Hero Academia is in third with 14.
Damn.
But
Damn, son!
the two of us really liked Stars Kanako Mitsu. From,
She's such a fun character.
I
It's just funny how she just constantly seems depressed and stuff.
Yeah.
She's fucking hilarious in so many ways. I mean, I find her. I like the fact they actually gave an explanation behind why she loves drawing. I love the fact they did the whole thing with her character. Reese Hughes went for all of us went for mine. I think Reese, what was your particular reasoning for mine?
Oh, she's just such an amazing character. She's basically a female version of Senku from Dr. Stone, but more hilarious.
Yeah, she is really funny. I just think why do a family just not fully question her about this? They just go, have you noticed she's been strange? Yeah, she is strange. Okay, back to soup.
Yeah.
No, I think my favourite moment of A Sense of a Bookworm has been when she sells the shampoo to Otto's wife. And he says, haven't you got somewhere to be right now? Well, I would if I had some nails. I think, done.
I remember.
Now go home while I shag
think to
my
the
wife.
point where I'm up to, the funniest bit was when she put the clay tablets in the fire and just made an explosion. Nine.
See, I think that scene probably could have functioned very well as like a Head and Shoulders advert or something. That's what a shampoo advert should be.
Head and Shoulders. Your husband will fuck you.
Maybe in lighter terms, but yeah, pretty much.
L'Oreal, because now he thinks you're worth it.
Oh God!
I hate saying that because Otto really is desperately in love with his wife.
L'Oreal. It's L'Oreal, made by a 5-year-old in the 16th century.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, probably not too far from the truth, depending.
Just fuck your wife.
Yeah.
And then
L'Oreal, the neighbours will hate you.
Pansy as well.
Pansy was on everyone's list.
She's easily the best character in the entire show.
Yeah.
I love the fact that they actually did a play on her that she's actually the ugly duckling stereotype.
Yeah.
I mean, it was quite cool to do that because normally they don't evolve characters like that in a show like that, but they actually did try some of that one. Although watching that scene with Brent, he was so deeply uncomfortable.
It was the reveal, and I mean the
reveal.
was certainly kind of out of left wing.
Yeah, I just remember seeing that. I just think, was the shirt really necessary?
Yeah.
I don't know if you know anything about physics, but that just does not happen.
It just does not. Hey, you want physics? Why don't you have a look at one of the characters in Fate Grand Order?
Yeah.
Jesus,
the one that's literally not wearing a shirt and just has like some weird flag things constantly covering their tits.
Yeah.
That really does not physics.
I think most of the characters in that show. To be honest.
Let's. Shall we move on to best male because we kind of dived into all the characters we liked from this. Best men.
Right. So 5th, I've got Lutz from Bookworm, especially after the last couple of episodes.
Rightfully so, my friend.
Yes. 4th, I've got Seiya from Cautious Hero.
Oh yeah.
3rd, Iruma from Demon School.
How could you not?
Yep.
There you go.
2nd, I've gone for Merlin from Fate Grand Order because he's fabulous and amazing.
He is amazing.
Bless
Sorry.
you. And first, I've gone for Joro from Orisuke.
He is cool. I'll give you that.
Because best friend stereotype, absolute scumbag.
Yes. Just his big plot twist is amazing.
Elliot, what we got for you?
Okay. A couple of honorable mentions first. First honorable mention is Canute from Vinland Saga. He will be number 1 if I could pick him.
Yeah, I agree.
Then the other one's Merlin from
Grand Order.
Another one, Sullivan from Demon School.
He is very funny.
He is really funny. Like especially that bit where it's just but I helped as well. Which I didn't do anything. and then of course Benchkin.
Yes.
Benchkin from Orisuke because Benchkin best villain.
Yeah.
Let's get to the actual 5.
All right. Number 3 is Joro from Orisuke. He is easily one of my favorite harem protagonists.
Yeah.
Number 4 is Midori Izuku from My Hero Academia because he's always great.
He's still good as ever.
He's always amazing in it. Number 3 is Iruma Suzuki from Welcome to Demon School, Iruma-kun.
Yep.
Of course.
Number 3, which I'm surprised no one else has mentioned, or I'm hoping someone will, Juzo Inui from No Guns Life. He is generally a really funny, really good character.
Yeah, he definitely is.
2 points.
Yeah. And number 1 is Maki Katsuragi from Stars Align.
Thank you.
He was a really damn amazing character. Hello, Ripley. Hello, Ripley. She's gone in her bed.
Oh.
Hopefully she hasn't knocked any of the wires when doing so.
So my number 5 is Kisaragi from Orisuki Seijuro. Number 4, Lemillion, or his name is escaping me right this second. Tintin, basically, from My Hero Academia.
Lemillion.
Yeah.
Every time he comes into...
Once that Ripley needs to go out.
Okay.
Every time he comes on screen, I just hear the Tintin 90s theme.
Yes.
I would like to say the animal food guy. What's his name again? You know, the really depressed one from Naruto.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's really cool as well.
He's amazing. He's a great character. Then we've got Maki from Stars Align.
Sun Eater. That's his hero name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 2, we've got Ryugu, the Cautious Hero from Cautious Hero.
Seiya.
Yeah.
Seiya.
Number 1 is Iruma from Demon School.
Yeah.
You really liked his character.
I fucking love him.
Iruma's bloody great.
He's
though.
brilliant.
Yeah,
he's brilliant.
he is.
The whole show's fantastic.
Okay, let me go with my list. I got Seiya from Cautious Hero.
Mm-hmm.
Then I went for Iruma from Demon School.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Ripley says trans rights.
Yeah, I should say out. Ripley's got a coat on that's got sort of pink and blue. For the record, that's why Risa said that. It's a towel, right?
It's a towel.
Oh,
Very lovely.
we got. Then I gone for Deku from My Hero Academia because why
Ripley,
the hell
best
not?
anime character 2019.
Then I went for Lutz from A Sense of a Book One. I'm surprised it's only you and me in this scenario.
I know.
I don't think I'm far enough to see Lutz really get character development.
No,
Actually, I'll move the tower out of the way so it doesn't move any of the wires.
Narrowly missed for me.
Maki. By the way, Maki from Stars Align.
Yeah, obviously.
So incidentally, that's
sorry.
2 of us that went for Maki. How many of us went for Maki then?
I did.
2 of you.
Yeah.
2 of us went for Maki. 1 of us went for Lutz. No,
I went for Iruma.
No, you didn't. You went. No, you went for Joro and you went
Joro.
for Iruma. That's a good selection, I think.
Yeah. I say we got the best characters.
I think the
She's
fact.
gone back upstairs.
I
Yeah,
think-
puppy.
I think the fact that 2 of us went for Lutz is a bit of a weird choice.
I was going to go for Lutz as definitely.
I could excuse Elliot on this one because again.
I still really need to catch up on it.
But with regards to that one, Stars Align really had excellent for its.
I feel like any of them characters could have.
Can I say with the manager? I'm trying to remember his name now off the top of my head. What's his? I chose not to do the manager because I don't want to misgender that character. That's the reason why they didn't turn up on the list.
Yeah, I mostly picked Maki because of what he said to the manager.
Yeah, no,
because that was a really touching speech.
No, that whole episode was excellent for just how it did such an amazing job just talking about LGBT and growing up.
Yeah, and especially with the scene at the post-credit scene, you definitely see why he has those insecurities.
And the fact that his sisters are very supportive, but his mum isn't.
Yeah.
I thought, what a brilliant way to do a frank discussion. It kind of confirmed the fear. I didn't guess it with the character that had been introduced early on.
I'm guessing this show is only having 12 episodes. I wish it had more.
No, I think they're going for a second season after this.
Good, I really hope so.
But it's original.
I'm loving this show.
But what's amazing is it's an original property. It doesn't have a manga or a light novel or anything. So the writers have freedom to do what they want with that. So I'm interested to see if they will go for a second season with this one.
Yeah.
I will say at least they did say what the difference between tennis and soft tennis is, so I know what that's all about.
I don't know.
I will say Joro was a good choice on your part. Joro is really the good antithesis of that sort of character archetype.
Yeah. He is such a funny character.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the fact they made him look like Kirito, so I thought, like, excellent. Now as a character who looks like is an intentional shitbag.
Yeah, someone who looks like Kirito, but it's the complete opposite.
What was the big thing that tipped over the edge for Joro with you?
I see. Just his reveal of his other personality. halfway through the first episode.
Yeah, it's very fitting that Pansy is always carrying the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde book.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's true for most of the characters. So at least for the main two characters.
Yeah, like especially after the first episode, where like at first she seemed very happy when his friend like hit him on the back, just said hi.
Yeah.
Eventually she just went, and then the second bit is just a that bitch.
Yeah. Oh, is that the front door?
It's
Oh right, okay.
Okay, yeah. While Elliot checks on that one. Yeah. While Elliot checks on that.
Yeah, I think Iruma being
So while we're doing that one,
should we edit this out?
yeah, no, it's fine. No one's gonna get that. Everyone, you can look up Elliot's name on Twitter.
Yeah, true.
But here's the thing. You picked Iriuma-kun. What was the reason for that one?
Sorry about that.
It's okay.
What tipped it over the edge for Iriuma for you? Because all of us picked him in some form, but
I don't know. I just I just think his reactions to things and like I just love the.
Can we just say as well with the rumor, like it's all shown in the way of comedy, but he's the most tragic anime character this season.
He is so far out of his depth.
like to go from having like absolutely nothing in the human world to like a bunch of awesome things in the demon world, but he might get eaten.
Yeah. I love the farce of like what he has to do to try to like sustain.
Yeah, and also just the fact that he's constantly trying not to stand out, and the exact opposite always happens.
I think he's brilliant.
It's such a lovable thing. Me and you picked Maki, Elliot.
Yeah.
What was your big thing for tipping him over the edge?
Well, as I said, one thing was the speech the speech I gave the manager, but also it's just the overall impact he had to everyone in the club.
Yeah, he feels like the emotional rock of that show.
Yeah, it's everyone's been more stable. They've been more willing to try and get better at the game. Maki's just a great character overall.
And to see he's able to do all that whilst dealing with his shitbag of a dad, is saying a lot.
Yeah, like you could tell that even though he has so much shit in his life, he's always trying to stay positive.
Right, we need to be getting on with things, so let's move on to sequels. So.
Okay.
Yep.
Reese, we'll start with you.
Right, fifth, because they're not that many sequels I enjoy watching, I went for SAO.
Okay.
Yeah. Fourth, Radiant.
I'm guessing no one watched Grand Prix Fantasy then?
No.
Third,
Food Wars.
I didn't.
Second, Fate. First, My Hero.
So we've gone Radiant, then Food Wars.
Then Fate. Then My Hero.
And My Hero. I suspect this is where My Hero is going to have such a jump.
Very likely.
Elliot?
Number 3 is Fate Grand Order. That has been really, really great.
Yeah.
Number 2 is Food Wars.
Oh, yeah.
From what it established at the end of the 3rd season, it's been going really, really well throughout the rest of the season. And number 1 is My Hero Academia, because of course it is, because it is so goddamn amazing.
Yeah.
Brent?
The only 2 I've watched some of. Well, no, I watched like 2 episodes of Radiant, if you want to count that. So if you want to put a point to Radiant.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Little bit of Fate, so Fate's second, and of course My Hero Academia I'm keeping up with. So.
You really need to get started on Food Wars.
I know, well, I don't want to get started on it now, it's ending.
Okay.
Yeah, but, no, it's not.
The manga's ended, but...
Yeah, the manga's ended, but the anime still has quite a way to go.
Really?
Okay,
I'm pretty sure it does.
let me do my lot then. I got... SAO did not make my list, fortunately. I've got Psychopaths, because in spite of my complaints earlier, it did have some good moments, and it's still Psychopaths, so there's always going to be some good there. Then I've got Radiant, then Food Wars, then Ruby, Volume 7, and, My Hero Academia.
I really need to get started on Ruby again.
Yeah.
I'm glad I haven't been watching it.
Incidentally, it's a tie between first place at the minute. It's a tie between Stars Align and My Hero Academia.
Yeah, so My Hero Academia
Not
just got 12 points.
So no surprise, we're all loving My Hero Academia. In spite of the fact we're only 8 episodes in, we're still loving it.
It's been amazing.
We've got great character arcs still. Every character's getting good moments still.
Yeah.
The revelation about All Might. I mean, we all saw it coming, but it still hit hard.
Yeah, like considering the revelation for what happened with All Might, I'm very, very nervous about what's going to happen this season. Because my guessing is that if they're revealing it, I'm worried it's actually going to happen this season.
I think it's going to happen next season, but I'll get around to the point. What do you think? What do you think, Reese?
It could possibly be the cliffhanger for this season if they were to stretch out.
What made you? What was a big part for My Hero Academia that you really liked at this point?
Well, I also think the animation was a step up.
Yeah, it does feel like the animation.
Yeah, the animation was great.
Yeah, I'll just say Red Riot. Do I just need to say
yes?
Red Riot has really been.
It does feel like it does feel like taking a year off, almost like a bit more than just a year off, has been to their benefit.
I will say I'm very happy that they decided that I'm glad they're doing this as a new standard for like big shonen anime rather than what Naruto and One Piece did, where they're just continually.
And then I'd filler in at like the most pivotal scenes. Just take a break. Take a few months off.
Yeah,
and then
they didn't take any break for Boruto between Naruto ending, aside from 2 fucking weeks.
Yeah. Why do you go? What is it though? Do you think My Hero Academia is setting itself up to fail? Because I've heard a lot of people say it goes downhill after these sort of arcs. We're in the last great arcs over the anime.
I don't think so. I feel like it's just not to the standards of the current arcs. I still think it's going to be really great.
Yeah,
it's like with It's like with the Attack on Titan in season 2. I didn't think season 2 was as good as season 1. I still thought it was great.
Yeah, same.
I'm going to be interested to see what some of the new characters introduced are pretty good. I like the new villains they've introduced. Some of the new villains.
Good God, the Accuser guys. I'm wondering how they're going to take them out.
I didn't think I was going to like them as villains actually, but like they've kind of grown on me actually.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see where they go with that one. I like Night Eye.
Yeah, Night
Eye's pretty cool. I love how he looks like a serious businessman, and yet he's an all-night otaku.
He looks like one of the first villains in One Piece, Kuro. With
I know who you mean.
Looks
yes,
like him.
yes, that's exactly what I was thinking.
The guy who always puts his glasses up like this because he doesn't want to do his claws.
Because he doesn't want to scratch himself.
I just imagine how he figured that one out. All right,
it just. Oh my God! I've been doing it wrong for years.
You know, of all minor villains in One Piece and Bleach and stuff, he's definitely one of the ones who stands out to me purely because of that thing. I just think that's like such a genius character trait.
What about
anyway?
What Food Wars was one we all talked about a little bit, with the exception of Ren. I think this one's been excellent, but it does feel like it's season. It just feels like it's an add-on to the last season.
It feels like that. It feels like you know. I guess it's a bit like season 2 because season 2 was mostly just one giant shokugeki.
Yeah.
This is just one giant shokugeki.
It does seem like they're going that order. Going to do like a season with more characters.
I'll be honest. I expect it to be a bit more grand, considering it's Soma's team against the entirety of Central. Yeah. So I was thinking it will be massive, and it will.
I'm kind of glad they are. I'm kind of glad the manga didn't go on much longer after this because I'm sort of thinking, where do you go from here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is kind of like, where do we go? To borrow from?
Where do we go from here?
Where do we go
now?
Turn
all the lights down now. Sliding. Sorry, I'm big on it too.
I was trying to get Guns N' Roses in there, and you went with Blink-182.
Yeah. Take me down to the Paradise City.
Where the grass is green and the
girls are pretty.
Oh, won't you please take me home?
Yeah.
Okay.
All the
take me down
small things
like Cal's penis.
Remember, this podcast is for adult copper people. Adults. Just because these things are animations doesn't make it kids stuff.
They're manga. But...
Trust me. What are you talking about? Everybody knows the famous kids at manga Berserk.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, who doesn't know
those poor parents in the 2000s.
Yeah, and who doesn't know the kids' classic Higurashi no Nagakura ni?
Yeah.
You've seen that now, so you definitely agree with me.
Elfin Lead. It's clearly a kids show.
Boku no Pico. It has a child protagonist.
Let's not bring that into question.
Let's move very, very, very swiftly on. We all love My Hero Academia.
What about Fate Grand Order?
Fate Grand Order, we didn't really talk about that. Let's briefly mention Fate Grand Order.
It was there.
It's a sequel. It's been great. It's been really good, actually.
It's not been amazing, though, in my book.
It's just such a shame that they skipped 6 story arcs.
I will say...
that was because apparently of a... I mentioned this briefly on the way here, but that was because they put fan votes of which arcs they wanted to see, and that one came out on top, which... Yeah, that's great, but if you don't have the context for it, it's bloody meaningless. It's King's Game all over again.
We always have the light novels, but I would say I do really like
They're video games in this case.
What they're doing with Gilgamesh.
Yeah, Gilgamesh is quite interesting in this one. I think that's one of the big reasons why they wanted to do this arc as well.
Yeah.
Let's move on to best originals because we got a few things to be getting through.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Reese, we'll start with your top 5.
I've got 5th. I've got Stars Align.
Okay.
Alright.
4th. I've got Orisuke. 3rd, Cautious Hero. 2nd, Ascendance of a Bookworm.
Ooh, nice.
And a number 1, Demon School.
Wow.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I did not
Number
expect
one?
Yeah,
that.
number 1.
Holy shit.
Excellent.
I did not expect.
Like, you're the most unpredictable one out of all of us, but I was not expecting that.
Jeez.
I mean, I'm glad that you went for it because like, that's bold. But
Can you just?
Alright.
Oh no! You divide the universe by 10 again, Reese.
Okay.
Or 0.
Elliot.
Number 5, I'm really upset. It feels like I'm the only one who's actually seen this one, which is a shame because it's so good. No Guns Life.
Okay. Yeah.
Seriously, that is an amazing show.
3 points.
Please tell me you guys have seen some of it.
I saw some
I
of
saw
it.
some of it.
episodes, yeah.
Seriously, it's really good.
Okay.
Go back to it. Number 4 is Cautious Hero. Again, it's been an amazing isekai that's had another abundance of isekai and most of them been shit.
Can I say I actually thought that was going to be your number 1.
Sorry, I'll ask in a second. Go on.
Number 3 is Walk in the Demon School, Irumaken. Again, it's just so funny.
Yeah.
Number 2 is Oresuki. It was number 1 for the longest time, but number 1 after just like watching it this week and falling in love with it, is Stars Align. It's just been such a good show.
Ren.
My number 5, I've got Orisuke. Number 4, I have Cautious Hero.
It's not winning any of them so far.
Number 3, Stars Align. Number 2, Demon School.
Number 1, Oresuki.
No, number 1's Ascendance of a Bookworm.
Really?
Oh.
Well, that's interesting.
I've loved it. Absolutely loved it.
Okay.
Very surprised by that.
Moving on to my one. I've gone. Okay, so number 5, I had Cautious Hero. So it's finishing on 21 points. Then I went for Orisuke, exact same score. Then Demon School, that's going to finish on 26. Then I've got Ascendance of a Bookworm, which I thought was excellent. And my number 1 is probably no surprise anyone's followed me on Twitter, is Stars Align.
Yeah.
So it's interesting, 2 of us went for Stars Align, 1 for Demon School and 1 for Ascendance of a Bookworm. Which incidentally were all the ones that I was kind of toying with, actually, to be honest. I mean, admittedly, Orisuke kind of was in the talks for it as well. But, oh, God. Reese, the big... we really need to know now, what was the big reason Demon School went over the edge?
It just gave me the most laughs and most enjoyment this season. And it's the one show I can feel like I can go back in the future and re-watch it. Where something like Stars Align, it's great, but I may not want to re-watch in the future.
Is it kind of like that effect, like when you get a film that's kind of depressing and you think, I'm not sure I want to watch that again, but it's really good, but I'm not sure I want to watch that again?
Yeah. Whereas Demon School has so much re-watchability factor.
For films like Anchorman, I feel like you can re-watch just because like you enjoy the same jokes over and over again. Demon School, like you'll forgotten them in a couple of years and it'll still be funny.
I'm really hoping it gets a dub at some point. I think Crunchyroll should. I mean, I'm happy it's going to be going into the winter season. We're gonna
that'll be really good.
And we're going to have a total of 21 episodes for it.
And after that, I really hope we get season 2.
Yeah, I'm enjoying following Demon School.
Hopefully its popularity will bring the manga over here. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed,
I'd just like to point out, I'm amazed Cautious Hero's got to 21 points, and I don't think has won any categories.
It's not won a single... No, it didn't win.
It's not won a single one.
That's amazing. It's consistently performed well.
I think what's the reason none of us picked Cautious Hero as number 1? I don't think it quite excels in any field.
It's great in everything, but I don't think it's really excels in anything either.
So it's always good but not great.
Yeah. In a weaker season, it would have done well. Definitely.
I think it's done great, just not. I think it's done great in everything, but not amazing.
I wish it came out in the summer season because I think it would have been a brilliant antidote to Wise Man's Grandchild.
Yeah, definitely.
I think in fact, I think Wise Man's Grandchild wouldn't have got as many great reviews on it if it had come out in the same season as Cautious Hero.
Seriously, stop praising that shit.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm glad Ascendance of a Bookworm's done quite well because we're on 22 points with Ascendance.
Bookworm was really great. I really proper loved that show. It was so close.
It was so close to being in my list for me, but I think No Guns Life only just beats it.
But I think the thing for me was Stars Align was, and two of us picked Stars Align.
We all had it in top 5, right?
I really loved that show. Really,
it is
it was so bloody amazing.
It made me glad I had a Funimation account. It felt the characters felt really real in that show. There is a real sense of what that show has, and I think it's really excellent for that one. The sports work out well. They made sure to not forget this is a sports anime.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell a really good.
I just remember the sequel and surprised no one's mentioned. Very gone.
Yeah.
Gave up.
Didn't watch it.
Gave up. That just Fairy Guns really exposed itself. It's another one of those shows that exposed themselves by the fact that they had a lot of competition.
Yeah, I'm surprised if you didn't put in your biggest disappointment then.
It wasn't especially disappointing.
It wasn't especially disappointing because it was just I didn't really care much for it the first time round. I'm not really caring much for it now.
It was just there.
Yeah.
It's such that's Reese's right. It's just such a there show. The other one, it seems like, with the exception of No Guns Life, it feels like all of our top 5s were kind of in a similar vein. Orisuke was in all of them. We all found that very funny.
We all had Demon School.
We all had Demon School, that was really good. I thought Demon School was going to be a big factor in this one.
I'm amazed at, it kind of came out of completely left wing, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think any of us were expecting, a kind of an early 2000s rehash kind of style show.
And this idea,
normally
really
normally when you think of a show you want to sort of show homages to, you probably have someone like an anime from the 80s to 90s. This time, however, it's weird, so it's kind of weird and kind of refreshing to see one going back to the whole 2000s.
It does feel like a good way to close out the decade, though, to have that we haven't had a retro style show like that. This is probably going to be where we're going with the next decade in terms of the retro nostalgia bait.
Yeah. Especially considering we also have Vinland Saga ending this season, which feels very much which is basically just very 80s like.
Yeah. We're going to be, and also we're Sword Art Online's closing us up, which I think is really apt considering that it kind of kicked off this season. For better or worse, it kicked off this season of anime.
Yeah.
This decade of anime really got defined a lot by it.
Yeah.
So I think we need to start picking our winner.
So are we going to do a top 4?
We'll take the top
3.
Let's take the
top 5.
Let's take the top 5 and then if we want to eliminate one.
I think we have to take top 6 because we've got 2 tied.
Well, let's take a look. Well, Stars Align is in first with 37.
Yeah.
Then you've got second place is My Hero Academia Season 4 with 29. Then you've got Demon School with 26. That's third. Fourth is Sense of a Bookworm, 22. And then Orisuke and Course Hero are both 21. I think, go top 6, because I think we need to acknowledge those.
Can I make a request? I don't think we should keep in My Hero Academia. 7 episodes, is it?
8 episodes.
8 episodes.
But also the fact is, we had it last year.
We've had it an awful lot.
We've had it an awful lot. We've praised it an awful lot. I don't think we need to keep banging on that horse.
I think for the point that we all pretty much had to pick it the best sequel, and it got 12 points. I mean, if you say functionally, it would be at 23 or 24, or maybe
Let's take it down to 26. If it didn't have that boost, it wouldn't.
Demon School.
I don't see why we should do it again. We kind of said that unless it was bloody exceptional by this point, we weren't even really going to consider it because
it's fine. However, as long as we don't have this rule in next year.
No.
Yeah, we don't. I don't want to exclude it. For the purposes of it's an actual good show. It is a good show, obviously, but I don't want to I just don't want to harp on it.
No, this isn't a permanent exclusion, but I think maybe we should take a year off.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then when season 5 comes out next year, we will all say, we've taken our year off now, we can put it back in.
Absolutely.
But also, there's another so that leaves us with A Sense of Bookworm, Orisuke, Cautious Hero, Demon School, and Stars Align. All those are excellent.
I'd like to take out Cautious Hero.
No, I say I'm happy with the 5 we have.
I say we're happy with those 5.
Oh no, I just mean in terms of narrowing it down.
Well, obviously you're picking Demon School in this scenario. You're picking presumably A Sense of a Bookworm, and we're both Stars Align.
Yeah, we're both picking. I'm sticking with Stars Align.
Stars Align he's a very big lead. Yeah. Like almost Demon Slayer level in its lead. I mean, but that being said,
Of these 5, I definitely don't want to disregard. I think I am probably more aligned with Stars Align.
See, the weird thing for me, I think it's down to. I think really we're looking at how we vote and everything that's happened. I think it's down to Stars Align and Demon School.
Yeah.
I think those two are Here's the thing: we can't judge Demon School until March.
Yeah.
Fully. That we're not going to get the full show done until March.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, with the Stars Align, we will.
We will by the end of Christmas have the whole thing.
Yeah.
I think the problem with I know I had a point there. I forgot what I was going to say. Carry on.
The problem with either Stars Align or Demons School.
Well, with Stars Line, you've got the more seriousness.
Yeah.
Whereas Demon School's more light-hearted.
Yeah, I probably agree with what Reese said. Stars Align, I feel like after watching it, I'm going to have to take a pretty long break, like a few years break before I watch it again. Meanwhile, with Demon School, I feel like I could watch it after like a year of.
Yeah.
See, I'm a glutton for punishment, so I probably will end up watching it a lot sooner than you guys again.
Well, that's the thing. I think, for example, when we did Place Further Than the Universe, that was like a journey, and I think Stars Align is kind of a similar sort of show in that you will have.
Actually, yeah, no, it does feel very similar to a Place Further in the Universe in
that's
quite a
what
few regards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it has the emotional gravity to it that means that it will be.
It has
show
a
that
very
affects you.
emotional gravity, but at the same time, it's a very light-hearted, very relaxing show to see.
Do you have a Maurice? What would be your case to make us change our mind from Stars Align to Demon School?
Well, I'll go with the majority if you want to go Stars Alliance.
But I mean, I really want to go with it. But I as I say, I do want to hear your argument.
Yeah, it's just that Demon School is the show that made me laugh the most this season.
Yeah, absolutely.
It made me feel good.
Yeah, I will.
Whereas Stars Align kind of brings the mood down.
Yeah, there were a fair few moments in Stars Align where I was laughing though.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that stupid dorky dance
Yeah,
they do.
or like where it seems like Mitsuri is liking Maki, and it's just like, what are you talking about? I'm just wondering, hoping he falls over. He falls over. Yes.
Yeah. No, I completely see it. Demon School.
Are you going to change? Are you going to? Are you going to?
I'm going to go for Stars Align.
You're going Stars Align.
I'm sticking with Stars Align.
I have to stick with Stars Align. I'm afraid, man.
For me, it's the highlight of this season.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, none of us hated this.
The thing is that it's the problem with choosing one winner is that like it says this is the best show in the season, but all of these other shows are so good as well. Like know the top 5 I'd say could be justified as really good shows that you should watch anyway.
Yeah. No, we don't. We're not.
I think basically the way to see it is all the shows that we mention are aside from the biggest disappointments, of course, are shows that we highly recommend watching.
Yeah, no. Then we never lightheartedly do that. So the Anime Amigos Animated Season 4 2019 is Stars Align. Woo! Everybody, clap your hands. Now,
how is that still a meme for us?
Yeah,
all these
Junie
years
Tyson,
later?
2017 was it?
Yeah. That's when Junie Tyson came out.
let's talk. Since Ripley's come back
in.
Because Ripley's come back in.
Baby.
She's present.
Hello, baby.
Oh, she's
Bye, Ripley. Now we got the big one though. We have 5 wild cards to add to the list. We have 4 nominees for Anime of the Year. So what we have: Mob Psycho 100 Season 2. We have the Demon Slayer, and we have Astra Lost in Space. From the fall season, we've added Stars Align. Now, Reese 1 anime fights.
Yep.
He gets 2 wild cards, whereas we all 3 of us get 1. We measly peasants.
Yes.
We must bow before the champion.
Bow before the great
We
Lord.
are not worthy. We are
not worthy.
Yes, I guess you can call me the master debater.
Hey.
We can call him, aka the King of D.
Hey, okay, Reese, are you going to go for? Are your picks going to go first and last? Are you going to go last? Are you going to go first for both of them, or are you going to change what order is everyone going in?
I'll do one of my ones first.
Okay.
Which none of you will pick anyway, so I'll be good on the origin.
Okay.
Okay,
so
Gun in the Origin. So Gun in the Origin
Of course.
goes into the nomination. So Gun in the Origin joins.
It's
our
on
Anime of the Year.
Crunchyroll, right?
It's
Yes,
on
yeah.
Crunchyroll and Funimation and dub.
Yeah.
Which actually, it's a really good dub. I'll
Which
give
would
it
you
that.
recommend double sub?
Well, I personally prefer the sub.
Good man.
Alright, we'll watch the sub.
I'll watch the sub then.
Okay, well, I've already watched the dub, so I'm
Yeah.
fine on that one. Because I knew you were going to pick it.
Yeah. Who next?
So who's going next?
Let's go with Ren. I'm
Ren?
interested to hear yours.
I'm gonna go for Vinland Saga.
Vinland Saga's
I'm
joined the
not
list.
surprised.
Yeah,
I was thinking with you, it would either be Vinland Saga or Attack on Titan Season 3 Part 2.
It was a consideration. but
Crap,
yeah,
this is going really bad for
Vinland
me.
Saga. I know-
Who's
I-
next?
Let's go, Elliot.
Elliot, you're up.
Alright, I was stuck between 2 for the longest time. However, it was I think it was like last month where I fully decided because I figured I was enjoying both of these about the same while I was watching them. But one of them in particular was getting me more suspenseful, making me more looking forward to seeing every new episode. It always ended on a cliffhanger, always making me want to keep watching. And I've been raving about it since it first came out. I'm going with The Promised Neverland.
Promised Neverland?
It is bloody amazing.
I'm quite glad you picked that one, The Promised Neverland. That leaves me with like 3 choices. No. 4 choices to make that.
The postman's back.
Is it better not... If it's...
So I shared something on Facebook, which was it was the Jeremy Corbyn thing, and it was I chimed in with a "Haven't you Tories ever heard of feeding the
goddamn porn?"
Okay.
Yeah, the thing is, when you send that, it's like you telling them to feed porn stars, feeding the goddamn porno.
Oh yeah, oh god.
Okay, I'm gonna throw out 2 of mine. I'm really down to 2 shows, and I can't pick.
I knew this was going to be a difficult one.
It's either going to be Fruits Basket or Carol and Tuesday.
I was thinking it'd be one of those 2.
But we only have the first half of Carol and Tuesday.
Yeah.
Isn't the second half coming out this month?
The second half's coming out on Christmas Eve.
So,
do you want to
preempt it?
That's kind of the thing. I've heard the second half is really, really good, and I'm going to be really disappointed if I don't pick it and then it's really good when I see it on Christmas Eve.
Or maybe everyone was lying to you.
What does your heart tell you, Carl?
I mean, it won't be the first time.
Listen to your heart.
Part of me, but then again, Fruits Basket has just been the best thing I've seen all year, really.
Which is now available on Blu-ray.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Hooray.
And it's such an improvement over the first one, but then again, I think I've got another chance to praise Fruits Basket in the future. But
it's getting a second season.
Yeah.
What do you guys prefer out of those shows, really, would you say?
I've only seen Fruits Basket, merely. I'm waiting for the second half of Carol and Tuesday to come out, then I'm just going to binge it.
I had more fun with Carol and Tuesday.
I'd go for Carol and Tuesday.
Yeah, do you know what? I've got a chance to give Fruits Basket some love in the future. Yeah. I think Carol and Tuesday, I really loved that first half. That first half was excellent, and I suspect the second half's going to be great. Watanabe's never... And also, we'll never get a chance to really talk about Carol and Tuesday and really praise that thing.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go pick Carol and Tuesday.
Woo!
So, Reese, what's the final one?
Final entry.
Rising of the Shield Hero.
Hey! You know what? I was going to say now, if no one picked that, I would have fucking screamed.
Yeah, fair enough.
No, Rising of the Shield Hero had to be... So if we take...
It had to be in there.
Yeah. So if we actually take a look at the demographic, we have... in terms of the seasons, let's see, we had... 1 from Winter... no, 2 from Winter.
Yeah.
Because Rising of the Shield Hero is in there.
3 from Winter.
3 from Winter.
Neverland as well.
3 from Winter. 2 from Spring. Demon Slayer and Carol and Tuesday.
2 from Summer.
Yep.
No, only 1 from Summer. Oh, no,
Vinland Saga as well.
Vinland Saga
and...
Gundam and Astra, so 3 from Summer. And 1 from Fall.
Yeah. So I'm a bit gutted that Dr. Stone isn't in.
I'm a bit gutted.
I'm a bit gutted, but
and understandably you are for Thingio.
Fruits Basket, but I can get over Fruits Basket. You know, I love Fruits Basket is probably my personal anime of the year.
Yeah.
But I think Carol and Tuesday has an opportunity to be that, and I'm gonna love see. I mean, it also means I've got a good excuse to duck away from my relatives at Christmas when it's getting late and they're getting more drunk.
I would say I'm a little bit upset Kaguya-sama isn't in, but at the same time, I feel that's more an anime I personally enjoy more than that.
Again, I think a lot of people are going to complain we didn't have Sarazamai in there as well. I think people will...
Yeah.
It was good, but
it's good, but it doesn't hold a candle to any of
it was more of a meme show.
The entrance that we have are... The entrance that we have, I think, are all...
I think the entrance we have are the 9 best anime that have come out this year.
Yeah, I would agree with you.
I mean,
good point about Attack on Titan Season 2, though. That did almost sway me. But
that was very... Yeah.
But Vinland Saga is so good. I think we need to properly talk about the whole thing.
Yeah, definitely.
So, just a recap of our list. Our nominees are... Only 1 sequel, incidentally, this year.
Shit, yeah.
That's interesting that we've opened up the sequel rule and only 1 anime's taken advantage of it this year.
Yeah.
So we got Marvel Saga 100 Season 2, we have Demon Slayer, Astra Lost in Space, Stars Align, Gundam The Origin, Promised Neverland, Vinland Saga, Carol and Tuesday, and The Rising of the Shield Hero. That's an excellent 9 anime.
That is a really damn good one.
What do we think of this in comparison to previous years? Because I know first year we did it, we've definitely got a better list.
First year we were still very new. We had a very bad list.
Comparing it, how do you feel compared to last year?
So what did we have? So I
last year we had Vinland. We had Violet Evergarden. We had
Darling in the Franxx, Steins Gate Zero,
Place Further in the Universe.
My Hero Academia, Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai, Zombieland Saga.
And what did we pick in summer? We Overlord Season 3.
Yeah, Overlord. Yeah.
I think it's a better list than last year.
Yeah,
I do.
Yeah.
List.
I think while Violet Evergarden was probably better, things like Violet Evergarden, Place for the Universe, Steins Gate Zero were better than than a lot of the things that are on this list. I'll say overall we have the better list.
Yeah. I think in terms of top quality, like a few of them last year, we were kind of putting them to one side down the line. I'm not sure it's going to be that easy this year with these 9.
Yeah.
It's.
I know Gun of the I know Gun of the Origin's more your thing, Reese, but actually, that being said, I really enjoyed it when I got round to watching it. I mean, in terms of OPs, out of all of these, it's got one of the best OPs for the OP number 3, which we all watched and all really loved that one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Even if you don't have the context for this is the 40th anniversary OP for Gundam, God knows what they're going to do for the 50th anniversary in 2029.
Yeah, but Gundam the Origin, it's a great starting point to get into the rest of the series.
Yeah, I'm actually genuine. I'm actually gonna get round in the new year. I'm gonna buy the free movie trilogy for the first season. Rewatch that.
Yeah.
Because
that'll be interesting.
Because it's interesting. It is interesting, this idea. I did actually sort of briefly do that thing of going into the first episode of Gundam, and it does tie in very nicely.
Yeah.
Especially that final shot mixed with that first shot.
Yes.
Does it have a Fate Zero effect though, whereby it changes the way that you would watch, that you would enjoy the first?
No. If anything, it gives you more context.
I think it is a bit of the Fate Zero effect, where if you enjoy it more if you've seen it beforehand. But as I say, we're waffling.
Yeah, but at the same time, I watched Fate Zero first, and I still bloody love it.
You surprised me a lot, Elliot. I thought you were going to pick Dr. Stone for quite some time.
Again, it was very close, but I picked The Promised Neverland because, again, the more I thought about it, the more I realised just how much of a train ride it was, and how much I was really loving it. Like, seriously, it got me excited for Thursday nights.
I wish Netflix hadn't been such a bastard to us and taken this long to get Carol and Tuesday's second half out, because I would have loved to have made a more informed decision.
Well, also, we would have been able to speak about Seven Deadly Sins had it been released on Netflix. So
Escanor is still best boy.
You would have just spent the entire time bitching about it like you did last
because they
season.
introduced power levels. We're not Dragon Ball Z. It's dumb.
I haven't seen. I still haven't finished season 2. Honestly,
Watch it just for Escanor's bits.
Do you know?
Yes, Escanor's the best.
Okay, so we're going to be back in January, hopefully in our normal recording space.
Rippy will be perfectly fine then.
We're probably back. We're going to try and save this towards the end of January, because I'm going on holiday at the beginning of January, and
too.
He's going on a heavy metal cruise.
Oh, nice. I thought you said last year that was the last time you were going.
I thought it was, but I said if I could get a mate to join me, I would do it, and my mate's agreed to come with me.
Nice.
I'm amazed he doesn't have a... Because you don't let
Ren.
It's not me, you know. It's not me.
No,
also, I don't have a criminal record.
That we know of.
Give me time.
So we'll be back in January with our Anime of the Year 2019, and we'll be we haven't gone into our thoughts on what's coming out in 2020, because we're going to save that to the end of that one.
Yeah, even though most of the things in 2020 will be out at that point.
I will say though, our thoughts on what's come. I will say actually, I did watch the first 2 episodes of Plunderer on Funimation's YouTube channel. Oh. They introduced. They gave us a preview of one of the anime they're really going to be going for in the new year.
Any good?
It's all right. It's really overboard a bit on its fan service.
Oh god.
As in the Meliodas effect is in play. But it's all right, all things considered. I can see myself going to episode 3.
Well, it's as bad as Cautious Hero with the tree scene.
I forgot about that. And on that note, we'll be seeing you in the new year with our Anime of the Year 2019 vote.
I'm really looking forward to the next one. It's gonna be really good.
It's gonna be awesome.
You're making me choose between these 9. This is like...
It's gonna be hard.
Yeah, things are gonna get very heated.
Excuse me while I just punch myself in the balls for that. Me and Ren might do a mini one with these guys on the phone when the Crunchyroll Awards get announced. We don't know yet. We're still talking over that. We're also looking into possible Google Hangouts.
Fingers crossed it'll be better than the last year's, and fingers crossed it'll be at least better than the Game Awards, which is happening tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm staying up for it.
Same. I'm not getting any sleep tomorrow.
You might get some of the UK election results as well at the same time. So.
No, I won't be caring about that. I won't be watching that.
Yeah.
We're nerds. We don't give a shit.
So thank you very much for joining us once again.
Yep.
Sorry it's a very long one again. We'll be seeing you in the new year.
See ya.
Yeah, and also in the new decade.
In the new decade.
See you next decade. Merry Christmas,
Merry
everybody.
New Year Day.
Bye-bye.
Jesus' birthday. Happy, yes.
Merry Tuesday.
Merry clap your hands. Cal's struggling to turn it off.